Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online with Tamrien, our crafter. We are about to talk to Copper Dereer and Daggerfall, and we're going to see how this main story quest hangs out. Let's
About
go.
time you got here.
I don't believe we've met.
Name's Daria, but my friends call me Copper. I head up the Ring of Daggers, the King's espionage agency. You're looking for Vanis, right?
I was told to report to you.
I'll eat sand before I give orders to the King's right hand. You want to help Vanis with his crazy plan? Be my guest.
I'll help Varnus if I can.
Really? Zet's tears you're as crazy as he is.
Mm-hmm.
I better get to work then. There are a lot of preparations to make. Vanis should be here shortly. I'll let him give you the details. Also, you owe me 10 gold. I'll collect later.
10 gold. Rightio. Let's just increase the volume a little bit. A lot. Okay.
That's a sucker. Hidden armigers have hit us at least once a week for the past 3 months.
All right. 300 says that when the Dominion spies contact us, it'll be Cariel, not Razumdar.
Cariel? That wench knows better than to show her face around me. Mark my words, I'm going to have to hunt her down to slit her
And
throat.
after you do, that 300 gold will buy you enough ale to celebrate for a year.
I'll take that bet.
And share the ale if you win. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Oh my gosh, those two sound like they're about to hand to little spies. Espionage heaven there. Off to make some mischief and do some trouble. I'm just seeing if there's any books in here that I haven't read yet. Pretty sure we've got most of the books. Oh, well, we didn't have Netches. I was about to say I'm pretty sure we've got most of the books in this area, but maybe we didn't. Maybe we haven't been through here. Racial phylogeny. We've done that one. Legendary of El Sancretor, first volume. The Four Abominations. Okay. So the reason I'm looking at the books so often, because you guys have put up with me looking at books for, well, since we started. The reason we're doing it is in every map, a zone guide. Well, that's annoying. There's usually a, oh, here we go, a book list. Okay, so once you've finished your wizard's sequence of quests, your Mage's Guild quests, this little book thing opens up and you've got a whole lot of books. So at the moment, from Glenumbra, Shelador's library books, the books we're missing The Code of Moloch, Schemes of the Reach Mage, Aedra and Daedra, Triumphs of a Monarch, History of the Fighters Guild Part 2, and Where Magical Paths Meet. We've got everything else. So these are Shelador's library books. Discovering these books will improve your mage's rank and advance the associated skill line. So that's why we bother.
Prices have never been better.
And there are plenty of guides online that will show you exactly where some books are. But
Finally! I was beginning to think you'd never show up here.
what? Who are you? And why do I want to talk to you? Oh, wait. Oh, Varnus, Galarian. Right. I'm supposed to talk to you, am I? Well, all right then. Hi, how are you?
Glad calculations and speculations proved correct. I assumed you'd eventually show up here, and as usual, the great mage was right.
If not
Now, come
modest.
closer. We have much to discuss, you and I.
What would you want to talk to me about?
I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner.
Oh dear.
Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone.
Tell me about this message.
Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal. Since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent.
And this oracle mentioned me by name?
Down to the last syllable.
Oh dear.
Her predictions are open to interpretation, but her words made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away. 3 dark princes. And your name.
Well, that can't be
After
good.
that, she stopped responding to my projections.
Well, what does all of that mean?
It means you need to find the Oracle and make sure she's all right. I enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Glenumbra, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises.
All right, I'll go and check on your oracle.
As it so happens, the great mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go?
Why did the oracle's message make you uneasy?
Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and hauntingly beautiful. This one was terse. It mentioned trouble of some sort, a vanishing island and dark princes, probably Daedra.
So what do those things mean?
Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum, the home of the Psijic Order. It disappeared more than 300 years ago. And I have heard rumors about some sort of Daedric alliance.
Why did she specifically mention me?
You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. If this message came from anyone else, I'd say it was some sort of ruse. Mariv, however, is the genuine article.
Tell me more about Oracle Mariv.
Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. Over the years, she has provided the Mages Guild and the Psijic Order with warnings we could act upon.
What kind of warnings?
The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mariv foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamrien. She has an unusual knack, an ability to see into other realms as well as into possible futures. Makes her useful to the Psijic Order.
Do you think the Oracle is in danger? Why didn't you bring her here?
Believe me, I tried.
Oh dear.
Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wirises. She said she had more to do and that you would come to save her.
Oh, well,
So
you know
get
she's in trouble
to it.
then.
Go save the Oracle. Then get her to tell you more about her vision.
And what does an enchanted boat do exactly?
Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own.
Give it a
It will
break.
take you exactly
Great
where I
mage.
told it to go. But the magic isn't permanent. Best get a move on. You don't want to be on that tiny boat in the middle of the ocean when the spell wears off.
All right, give me the enchanted boat and I'll be off.
Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket?
Well, you're a
That it
mage.
folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous! It's nearby on the docks. I'll mark the location on your map.
And what do you want? What do I do with that medallion of summoning again?
I did get the name the Oracle provided me with right, didn't I? I've magicked the medallion so that you can use
You're
it
the
to
great
call me to
mage.
your location, provided the need is great and I'm not otherwise occupied. Be sure to save it for a special occasion.
All right, I'll take it to dinner and get a glass of wine to go with it.
Best prices here.
Oh wait, that wasn't the Varna Scalarian. This is the Varna Scalarian. Oh, wonderful.
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion.
Oh, there's an attitude
I've been
change for you.
consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position.
What's the problem?
Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides.
Is the situation really that dire?
The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all 3 alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all 3 leaders together, maybe cut a deal.
What do you need from me?
You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected.
What?
You have a reputation.
Oh.
They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat.
You know, it's been a long time since anyone called me that. You want me to speak with the Alliance leaders?
I found the perfect meeting place.
Oh, dear.
A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Sturk.
Uh-huh.
I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Sturk.
Oh, well, I'll do my best.
That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
Oh, well, we can hope. Portal. Oh, subtropical Cyrodiil speculation. Have we read that? I think we have. Well, hang on a minute. Yes, I think we've read that. Okay, a portal to the Alliance capital. Wonderful. His magical boat had better have a long spell on it. That's all I can say. Mournholder's badly damaged. Okay. Receive an introduction. All right.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush. Master Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skull King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak.
Whew, that went better than it could have. Joran,
I will stay your execution since you came all this way.
thank you.
Choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king.
None of them are. Thank you for speaking with me, Honored Skald King.
Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious.
Uh-huh.
If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me.
And, well, that would be a lovely trip. I'm wondering why you don't fear death.
To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord.
Mm-hmm.
When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy.
No.
What do you want?
It's time to take the offensive against Molag Bal.
Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me?
I propose a moot. A meeting of all three alliance leaders on the island of Sturk.
Where the All Flags army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
Very well, Your Majesty. Vanis?
That went well, I think. Shall we move on?
Yes, where to next?
Eldenroot. We should have a somewhat warmer reception there, as I have known Queen Irene for quite some time. That being said, I expect that she'll be accompanied by heavily armed guards. Irene is friendly, but not foolish.
Understood. He's not a mage of many words, really. I mean, you know, when he finally shuts up and casts portals. Ooh, a bookcase. Well, let's go to the next Alliance capital. Oh, this looks pretty. Pretty. Let's go. The Elden trees of Valenwood, a titanic species of grot oak, are among the oldest living things on Tamriel. They are revered.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Vanis, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
Aww.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk.
Your Majesty.
Vanis is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies.
My only sworn enemy is Molag Bal, Your Majesty.
Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary.
You've heard of me?
A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide.
I'm humbled, Your Majesty.
Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about?
I've come to propose a meeting on the island of Stirk to discuss an assault on Cold Harbor.
And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
Very well, Your Majesty. That is all I can ask. Varnus, you're lucky she likes you.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Let's go then.
We have much to do. Come.
I am waiting on you, Varnus.
Tell the lovely Copper Daria that this one looks forward to seeing her light figure in her
Raz,
bright leathers.
inappropriate.
This one has no regrets.
Dear Razumdar. Oh, he's such a naughty kitty. Oh my goodness. This one looks forward to seeing her lithe figure in her black leathers. Raz, please no. I am not telling her any such thing. She'll gut me where I stand. Talk to Vanus Calerian.
All 3 leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part.
What, that wasn't the tricky part?
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and, well, you'll see soon enough.
I look forward to it, I think.
Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
I'm ready, I guess.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
Just open the portal, Great Mage.
The word has been given.
A moment, please.
What?
I'll wait for you on the other side.
Oh.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
Very well, Daria. Talk to Vanus Galarian. Let me just, I think I need to pick up a new quest, so hang on a minute. J. Through a Veil Darkly. That was the other Vanus Galarian one we had. Oh my gosh, it's a prologue quest. Alright, so... And the world quests aren't there anymore, so let's pick one up. Vanus.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all 3 alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
Have the Alliance leaders arrived?
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
Me? Very well, I'll do my best.
I don't envy you the task.
Oh, thanks.
We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on.
Very well. Lead on, he says.
2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
Wow. I know, Varnus is in the way. Rude. Well, I guess we got time for looting on the way, don't we, Varnus? Of course we do. There is always time for looting. Maybe.
Crafter!
See, this is a lovely camp.
Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Where? Raynor Vanos, Kirith Vanos, a guild servant. Lady Laurent, what is she doing here? Malco Vanos. I'm suspecting her.
Careful with that, you clumsy fool.
Oh,
Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
But please, don't distract.
Solarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice.
here,
It
let
was
me help
here
you with
the
that,
leaders of the
Stibbins.
First
Please,
Era
don't...
assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
You're not
We are
coming.
waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanis. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant.
What? That useless lump keeps you out of
Haven't you finished
trouble.
tying those bags yet? You really are hopeless.
Well,
Farewell,
he probably
milady.
would have
We
done it
must
a lot.
dash. We're expected at the summit.
You again? I see you're still sticking your nose into other people's affairs. Well, if you're here to help, I'm not going to turn you away.
Wow, sassy or what, right?
Wonderful. It's Tellinger.
Tellinger.
Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly,
Wow.
what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy,
These
Tellinger,
guys.
so I'll bid you good day.
Mages, my god. You'd think they were just, you know, walking sacks of ego. Oh wait, they're mages. I know. I'm about to be murdered by half 100 players. Tellinger.
Getting the leaders to cooperate will be no small task. I hope you're up for it.
Well, I'm more up for it than you are for staying out of trouble, Dorothil. No, doesn't want to talk. A torsoless statue. Well, that doesn't bode well.
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Hi, Alfari. I know, why don't
Captain
you just
Alfari.
yell out security things
Has the
everywhere?
island been
Someone needs to
secured?
gag the mage.
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain.
Security couldn't be tighter. This should go off without a hitch.
Oh, and now you've jinxed us all. You should know better, Captain. Well, fine. I'm going to search a few barrels just to make myself feel better after that gaffe. You never say it's going to be quiet. You never say it's going to work until it has. And even then you don't say it in case it unworks itself. Oh my goodness. I'm not superstitious. You just don't, you know, it's like a policeman saying, oh look, it looks like it's going to be a quiet night. And then suddenly all hell breaks loose. It's just not done. It's not done in the military. Honestly. He's a captain. He didn't get there, but oh wait, he's an officer. Well, yeah, they are a bit stupid. Hey, respect is earned. Guess who does the best unearning of respect ever? Well, let's go and find out. Alrighty, we've got
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant.
oh boy, listen to the Alliance leaders. Oh no, this is going to be
Queen Irene of the
less than
Old
entertaining.
Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
Wow.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city. I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if I.
Wow, talking about losing respect. You must be an officer too, Emmerich.
When do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords.
Wow.
This bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess.
Says the man who started it.
But I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Vanis, we need to gag all of them.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
The guilds can lead the attack, but only if all three leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Does this mean not reasoning with them with my bear and my staff? Fine. Let's go talk to the Scald King, who's, got as much patience as a bear with a sore head. Have you seen my bear when you wake him up and take away his honey? I think that would put him in a better mood. The weight of 3 crowns. Talk to Countess Hakruba. Well, fine, seeing as the kings are sulking in their tents. Countess.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Cold Harbor?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Now there's bound to be... Okay, no, now I need to talk to them. All right. Let's talk to Joran Scald King, who is now sulking in the middle of his camp. Joran, how are you?
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmerich's lapdog.
Oh, you'll mind your manners. We need to cooperate.
But what about the war in Cyrodiil?
I don't care.
If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we send the guilds to Cold Harbor?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Well, that's your choice, isn't it? Do you want history to remember you as the king who surrendered to Molag Bal?
How dare you?
I dare.
I should kill you where you stand.
Try it.
History will remember the Skull King as the bane of Molag Bal. I will support your foolish plan. Now get out of my sight.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes. We will cluck at the king because he's being a jerk. And while he is a jerk with power, that doesn't change the fact he's still a jerk. And yes, I will loot Queen Irene's camp before making nice. Actually, I forgot to loot the other guy's camp. We'll have to go back and do that. I know, I'm cross with them. The looting shall begin. One of us has to remain professional here. It's not going to be me. Oh wait, no. Adventurers do this all the time. Here we go. I'm thinking, alright, I'm thinking of how best to approach the queen. Probably looting her camp before I approach her isn't my best ever bet. Well, fine. I'll leave her her weapons. Not that she needs them if she's not going to be gutsy enough to use them. Alright, where are you, Your Majesty? Queen Irene.
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth.
Yes, Your Majesty.
He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. We're not going to easily forget that, and we're certainly not going to fight by his side in Cold Harbor.
Well, that shows your commitment. There is an alternative, fortunately for us.
What did you have in mind?
We could send the guilds into Cold Harbor.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against.
Look, I've been there. A small team of light fighters and mages might accomplish more than a lumbering army.
Well, it's certainly not what they'll be expecting. Very well, I'll agree, if you can convince the others.
Well, it's 2 down, Your Majesty. Just 1 to go. The one who hired me.
If I'd been in Crosswitch, I'd have put my mining pick right into Stern's Gelb's back.
Yes, well, you weren't. Every expedition is a shopping expedition. I am leaving the potions on purpose. I know I could pick them up, but I don't feel like it. And ditto with all of that armor and stuff. We might find something worth having amongst it. But, anyway. More interested in the cooking supplies. And while an army marches on its stomach, this one isn't marching anywhere. Because its leaders are too stupid to take the fight where it counts. Continue their argument afterwards. We'll see, maybe they'll change their hearts. Joran looks like, he could be goaded into taking his army in. That might be alright. Sometimes you get recipes in these, so I'm just checking it out. Alright, King Emmerich.
This meeting feels like 2 wolves and a sheep discussing what to have for dinner. I will not sit back and let them pick up my bones.
No, but you could have been the reasonable man I'd come to know. I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest?
Send the guilds into Cold Harbor, Your Majesty.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Baal's followers are legion.
Well, given you 3 kings with your armies are refusing to go in, I don't see if we have a choice. What other options do we have, Your Majesty?
All right then. I'll agree, provided you can convince the barbarian and the child queen.
A little more respect for you.
They're more pig-headed than I am.
I'm going to slap him if I say anything else, because really, he started that whole conflagration.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
They're considering the idea, but they're not convinced.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
They don't trust each other.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? It's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
A storm? Vanus, what's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
2 arms.
He has arrived. I can't.
Caldian, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
That can't be good.
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Oh good, you're gonna make them mad.
The insects fight back. How amusing, and yet so very sad.
Well, we needed something.
All of none.
Close the unstable rifts.
Caldian! Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Baal's minions, and close the unstable rifts.
Alright, we'll take down Bitterwind. There, slap that golem, or whatever it is. Do it quick. Well, I guess. If Molag Bal. Unstable Rift. Didn't want to face all three leaders. He shouldn't have picked on them. Maybe we should have invited him to the party sooner. We'll flatter Joran by leaving him till last. Let's turn her away if we can. Get her from not facing the Queen. I know the Queen can hold her own, but still. No, Your Majesty, that fireball was not intended for your head. Come on, turn your back on the Scald King, I dare you. I didn't close the rift. I'm an idiot. We'll have another enemy to fight. Somarask. Barbarians and magical rifts. Queen Irene can deal with hers better than this one. Loot Somarask. I forgot this rift. I'm an idiot. Just goes to show. Your Majesty, you're an elf queen with magic. Why are you just staring at this thing? Honestly. I'm not going to go where my King Emmerich has gone and call you a child queen, but seriously, the three of you. Vanus, we've done it.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
Then we must act quickly, with or without the kings and queens.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Cold Harbor?
Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leaders to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice.
Oh, trust me, they can always choose to be idiots.
Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy. Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Then get your asses to Cold Harbor.
Thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Maybe without an audience, these three will get along better. Their leader's not entirely stupid.
Stendarr, protect us all.
Wait, I'm agreeing to attack a god? Oh boy, this will be fun. Vanus, you have some explaining to do when we're done. Yes, I am looking for treasure. What's your point? Vanus.
We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everyone?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected.
Against the god of deception's lies and I'm everywhere and can discover a secret meeting. You have got to be kidding, but let's get it done.
It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Very well. I know, this hero's a bit grouchy this morning. Oh, Cold Harbour.
Hello, what's this?
Cadwell! Hi, how you doing?
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
Where is everyone?
Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations.
Oh,
Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molog Ball's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap.
Very well, Cadwell. I'm glad to see you well.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
What's across the bridge?
What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City.
The Hollow City?
Dreadfully dull place.
Oh.
A real eyesore, if you ask me. But I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest. What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Right. I'll head to this Hollow City.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
Where am I?
Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all.
Tell me about yourself, Caldwell.
I have the honest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention that? No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Cold Harbor, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven.
What are you talking about?
Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nerd?
Yes.
I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I forgot the question, though I'm quite sure I already answered it. You really should pay more attention.
You mentioned a bridge?
Did I? I don't recall. There is a bridge just ahead. Leads to the city. Rather a drab, empty place at present, but a little paint, a potted plant or two. And honestly, it's not as if you've got a lot of choices right now, so off you go.
And are you insane?
Sane? That's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Ah. Right, insane. Oh, God. He'd better be a dad. That's all I can say. We need heartwood still. Just grab that. Right. Get my journal out. Find my Cold Harbor, the Hollow City, main story quest. Have a look at my map. Maybe zoom in a little bit. We're going to go and see what that is. That's Cadwell's Hovel. Then we're going to follow this road up. Alrighty, we got this. Cadwell, where do you keep your hovel, mate? I'd love to visit. Chat, have a cup of tea. Ooh, grab a runestone or 5. We're going to, very much the same as any other map. If you have a look at maps, we've now got a whole bunch of story quests to do. 11 of them. A lot of way shrines, 13 of them. There's 6 dungeons here that Rosalor's already been through, but we need to go through ourselves. Points of interest. Pathfinder. These are striking locales. We're about to go find our first one for this character. Rosalor's found them all and unlocked the badge, but that's okay. We also have set stations. There are 2, Deathspinner's Lair and Font of Schemes. The public dungeons, Village of the Lost, won't that be fun? And we have about 6 world bosses again. 16 Cold Harbor Sky Shards, which for us is worth 5 more skill points. It's not enough. And as you can see, Shalador has lost yet more library books in this area. 10 to be exact, so we need to keep an eye out for those. I know, it's a multifaceted game. Let's play it in a multifaceted fashion. I'm also exploring because I can. We need to probably go down there, but oh, there we go. We've discovered Cadwell's Hovel, and I don't think... Oh, well, it might now. And yes, now we are stealing Cadwell's supplies. Why do you ask? Excellent. Slap it, bear. Nasty thing jumping on my head. And it slapped me with its tail. That's just rude. Alright. We get some Fighters Guild XP for that. We can always do with Fighters Guild XP because we've got a ways to go. We might as well search what we're looking for, if you're wondering why we're bothering, is, apart from supplies to go into our ESO Plus pack, we are looking for books. We won't kill the Gua. That might be someone's pet. And Cadwell's a bit too sweet for us to murder his pets with. Not too sweet for us to nick all his supplies though, because he's got plenty of those. They'll respawn. Alrighty. Time to head on upstairs and across a bridge. Or is it downstairs and across a bridge? I'm not sure which. Let's pick on these things. Oh, whoops. Grab that. There's another one over here. Where'd it go? Oh, it took itself for a walk. Lovely. I think we might need to go up there. Didn't brace in time. And I should probably... There we go. Multifaceted game, remember? J. Antiquities, Scribble. Let's go, before these things respawn and jump on our heads again. There we go. Oops, one more. We'll keep half an eye out for this as we go. We're not going to go out of our way to get it, but we'll probably end up in that direction eventually. Alright, let's go find our way. Is that a bridge? That's our bridge over there. Slap it again, bear. Can always do with more Fighters Guild XP. Your wish is my command, the game says. Alrighty. Grab that, white cap. There it is. I knew it had to be in here somewhere. I just had to, you know, find it. Torment's roller. What? Alright, I'm not sure what that was about. I'll probably go back and find it, but we won't. Let's head into the city and see what we can find. Is that friendly? It doesn't look angry. It's gone. Cold Harbor, right? Lost souls galore. Find the Hollow City. Let's go. I'm not sure I should bring a little deer in here. The Hollow City has been discovered. Yes. I bet I have not got my extra XP scroll running. No, but I do have Xanathar's Blessing still running from the last time. It's been a while since I played, so... Alright, into items, consumables, miscellaneous, no, crown items. Experience scroll. It's not like we don't have a lot of these. I guess we'll talk to the groundskeeper. Hello, madam.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing.
This is true.
Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity.
I'll subscribe to that.
I think in this case, that's exactly what we need.
Thank you.
We've been waiting for you, Planewalker.
Who are you?
You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care.
Where are we?
The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory.
And this is where I'm supposed to gather my army?
It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs.
Very well. I'm ready. Lead on.
Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk.
Very well. But guys, I think before we follow after the groundskeeper...
Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was
Then again,
alive and vibrant,
maybe
and
after.
went by a different name.
I was going to say let's end the episode there, but let's end it after the tour.
Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city.
So this is a city of Meridia.
The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within.
There's little cutscenes I keep missing. I have to work out where to look.
As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dinar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor.
Huh.
Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells.
Oh no.
Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it.
Haha.
The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nirn.
Oh no.
They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vana Scalarian, the Ayleid King, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here.
We must? Very well then. We must. But it is something we will do next episode. Guys, if you enjoyed this one, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'll check you later. Take care out there.